What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the second ever NBA Cup Championship game. It's an honor to bring this to you on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me are Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge. And Greg, how exciting is this?
It's incredible, Kevin. We were here last year for the final, and LeBron and the Lakers taking over Las Vegas. And I think we have another memorable night on tap. Nothing better than winner-take-all basketball.
I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at San Antonio, third best record here in the early going.
And right now for San Antonio, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. The Cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. And for the Wizards, Castle is out there with James. Then it's Jones. Then it's Czar. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Castle misses. Well, thinking back to last year, the first ever NBA Cup, the Lakers beating the Pacers in the final 123-109. And LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament.
And Anthony Davis went off in the final, 41-20. For the Pacers, yes, they lost that championship game, but the experience was huge for them. I think really helped them with a deep playoff run.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's James. And James throws it down.
And you see right there, Bronny James can attack the rim with force.
Here's Paul. Vassell outside. Back to Paul. Nails the 16-footer.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against the Nuggets in Ball Arena. And George with the stuff.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keith. Now, Coach had nothing but respect when it came to Chris Paul. He said every aspiring point guard should study CP3. He's an ideal floor general, a fierce competitor, and he always seems to make the right play. It's going to take a team effort defensively to slow down his impact. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembenyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And the dunk by James.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Paul passes to Wembenyama. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by George.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young, and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
One shot. That's good from Castle.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. Standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
Now here's Paul. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Vassell against James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. Here's Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Johnson. Vassell wide open. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Washington leading now by 8. James the pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Here's Paul after the basket by Washington. Sohan up top, defended by Jones. And it's Sohan missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Paul. Wembanyama outside. Hands it from downtown.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
James against Paul. Here's Jones. Misses the layup. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. They trail by 9 points. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
The mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focused. Not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
A clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
So it's the Spurs now after the basket by Washington. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. You look at Castle, top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
As a two-guard, that's what it takes to put up points like these guys do. You have to have a versatile game. You have to be able to keep the defenders off balance.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here is Paul after the basket by Washington. And it's Sohan missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Now it's checked in for Victor Wembanyama.
Number 23, Zach Collins.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on.
More Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
Here's Sarr. Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs trail by 15. Ball outside. From the high post, he drills it. Paul's got 6.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Over to the wing. Here's Sarr. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The shot's good from Paul.
What confidence from the accomplished veteran. Paul doesn't need much space to shoot from the mid-range.
Cancel. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Spurs shooting just 35% to start the game. Rebound by the Wizards. And the win streak they're on right now, tying the Warriors' record of 24 wins back in 2016. This group is really clicking.
The team is playing what I'd call nearly flawless basketball. They just can't lose one of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now makes me want to lace it up a little bit.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Paul passes to Sohan for 3. Rebounded by Prosper. The drive by James. And taken away by Paul. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Wizards lead by 18. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you could join us. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. It's an 18-point game. And now an update on Victor Wembanyama from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. Right in the thick of the season, this is a major blow. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
and you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Jack Collins. Johnson is up there with Barnes. Then, look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Branham. The three. It's rebounded by Coulibaly.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. George is checked in for Coulibaly. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Wizards. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record.
And when I look at Washington, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Shot clock at 5. Jones, no luck. The Wizards have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And Jones with the stuff.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Jones up top. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And then George with the jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Collins setting the pick for Jones. Takes it inside. Rebound by the Wizards. Rosberg's got 4 rebounds now tonight. With some arc. George with the bucket. George has got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Johnson for 3. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Though he likes to get to the rim and draw contact, Johnson will rise and fire from beyond the arc.
And so far, this isn't the neck-and-neck battle a lot of us were expecting.
And remember, this is a winner-take-all game, so if we don't see a dramatic swing here in momentum, they might be planning the trophy celebration by halftime.
Outside Collins. Fires from the line. And no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Here's George driving to the basket. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Paul passes to Sohan. Back to Paul. Right side, Collins. Ball against James. Shot by Collins, no good. For Washington, they won their last contest, that game against the New York Knicks.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Barnes finds Paul. To stop the run. And here's Collins from outside. Lofton with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And the potential Castle has is intriguing. When he's scoring like this, you wonder how dominant he can be moving forward.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for San Antonio. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Barnes can't get it to go.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And here's James outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. On the wing, Barnes. Nothing on the board. Here's Sohan, defended by George. Paul with the 3, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's George missing. And San Antonio shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Paul. The rebound by James.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ball against James. Can they get it? Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 10 points.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, nice pass there by James. His teammates really will appreciate his ability to facilitate.
Knocked loose. Paul kicks to Barnes. Pass to Sohan. And it's off from 3-point range. Washington's gone 3 of 3 from 3-point land here tonight. Basket counts. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And already with an NBA body, Bronny battling down low.
Outside Collins. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Right now for Washington, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the San Antonio Spurs.
I could say I've been pumped about this tournament, especially the last few weeks. But the semifinals, we're excited, and now, here we are. The champion will be crowned. Ernie, should we have a tournament between me, you, and Kenny?
I'm all for it as long as the category is jumpers. But in all seriousness, guys, one thing I've noticed already in this game is that it doesn't feel like a regular season game. And it isn't technically either, actually. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. And just getting going here for the 2024 NBA Cup Championship second half. And thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. We've got George, Sar out there with Jones. Then it's Castle. And it's James in at point guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan. He can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Paul dishes to Collins. Pass to Vassell. Three-pointer. And Sar pulls it down. Sar's got 4 rebounds in this game. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Sar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is where Sar wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 16 points for Alex Sar.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
James against Paul. Pass to Collins. Johnson up top. 6 points for him. 5 to shoot. Here's Sohan. And Jones sends it back.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Here's Castle. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Here's Sar, and Sar throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sar? He is doing it all tonight.
Paul passes to Sohan. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Vassell. Basket good. Vassell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Remember, tonight does not count towards the regular season standings. Greg, do you expect the coaches to empty their benches?
Yeah, this one is out of hand, so you probably start the fourth with your best 5. If they can't cut the lead down, probably rest your starters and start focusing on the regular season.
Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. Common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Possession to San Antonio.
When they get to the foul line, you can see the success they've been having in the past month. And you look at Collins, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line. And, of course, Victor Wembanyama. He's right there as well.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
Yeah, because you know if you're spending the majority of your time in the paint, you're going to get to the line a lot. So it serves you well to hit your free throws.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
He was all alone on that. And that's 13 points for George.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Johnson outside. To the inside. Stolen by George. A finish. And he slams it down right on top of Keldon Johnson.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Got the ball. Pass to Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so James will bring it up for Washington. They've only allowed 2 points so far here. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Paul passes to Johnson. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Vassell's got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Johnson. 18 feet out. Vassell, no good.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Barnes kicks to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Washington. Jones has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Yep, it counts.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
It's good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's George. Brings to the hoop.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Branham. Drilled from 11 feet out. Here's James. He's got 13. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Now Jones. Right side, Collins. Pass to Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Driving inside. Off on the layup.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
And so it's Washington holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, we're close to crowning the 2024 NBA Cup winner. Final quarter here on 2K Sports. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Collins is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Jones. Then it's Corey Kispert. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard. Pass to Collins. Back to Kispert. Collins finds Kispert. Here's Branham. Jones from outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And San Antonio shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Here's Branham. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Washington's gone 6 or 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Looks like we know who's lifting the trophy tonight, Greg. What a dominant cup championship from them.
I tell you, they are leaving 0 doubt in this version of the cup. They've been the dominant team by far. And boy, have they played an incredible game tonight.
And Washington making a change here. Buffkin's checked in. Spurs also.
Ooh,
what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious. He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Outside, Jones. Pass to Kispert. Sinks the triple. Kispert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Carrington. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Branham.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Here's Prosper. And he banks in the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Jones. Defense right on him. Puts it up from 12. Rebound, Washington. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. He gets it in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Bassett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Smith checked in for Washington. Here's Carrington, and it's in there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Ball passes to Vassell. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his balance.
In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Here's the teardrop. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Paul passes to Barnes. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Misses from short range. Here's Prosper, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Prosper's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Just impressive, excellent take and make by Paul.
Wizards making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. Zach Collins checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Barnes. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Here's Koulibaly, and he makes good on the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. Step back shot. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Washington's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Where, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Johnson, good.
Look at Johnson's effort level inside, just absolutely ferocious.
Here's Buffkin to the middle. Here's Ware. Hits the close-range jumper.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Paul with the ball. With the drive. The teardrop falls in.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, flat out taking over in a big way right now.
Here's Buffkin. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Vassell, no good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And that one is hammered home.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Here's Paul. Rebound, Washington. Ware's got 8 rebounds in this game. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. This makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
Buffkin with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And Paul gets it to go in.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
And good that time.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. And here is Johnson. Collins setting the pick for Johnson. A floater. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. It's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Johnson. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Paul outside from past the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
From deep, Walker. It's good from long range.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Walker's shot is off. And here is Paul. And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season, the winner of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy. And man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And now we present the player of the game, Alex Song.